Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of House Bill 1437, and I wish to welcome everyone who has joined us or tuned in to today's debate. These proceedings are brought to you courtesy of the Pennsylvania taxpayer. At a very young age, I was taught an important lesson. That lesson is, if somebody does something for you, you should thank them. So, as I have in previous budget remarks, I say thank you to the Pennsylvania taxpayer for generating the revenue that funds our Commonwealth. As a steward of your hard-earned tax dollars, I appreciate your work, compassion, and generosity. Here are the facts regarding this year's budget proposal and the message we are sending with an affirmative vote for House Bill 1437. This budget proposal increases state spending 2.3% to almost $28.4 billion. Thank you, Pennsylvania taxpayer. 2.7% increase in education spending. Thank you, Pennsylvania taxpayer. 103% increase in the Children's Health Insurance Program. Thank you, Pennsylvania taxpayer. A 2.9% increase in Department of Health spending. Thank you, Pennsylvania taxpayer. A 3.1% increase in Department of Public Welfare spending. Thank you, Pennsylvania taxpayer. The people insisting this budget doesn't spend enough had better be prepared to explain to the Pennsylvania citizens why government spending must increase at a higher rate than taxpayer earnings. Opponents of this spending plan, contained in House Bill 1437, will use phrases like money left on the table. I would like them to show me the location of the money table so that I can return the money to whom it belongs, the taxpayers. They will also say draconian cuts, most vulnerable citizens, and say this budget doesn't spend enough, trying to convince members to vote no. Here's what they're really saying when they use these arguments. What they're saying when they say money is left on the table, they're really saying we didn't take enough. When they say draconian cuts, they're really saying taxpayer, your income decreased, but government deserves more. When they say most vulnerable citizens, they're really saying, taxpayer, you are not compassionate. We need more to increase government spending at a higher rate than your income. When they say this budget doesn't spend enough, or you could do better, or we could do better, they're saying, taxpayer, work harder so we can take more of what you've earned. Those who criticize and vote no for House Bill 1437 are sending a clear message to the hardworking and retired taxpayers of this Commonwealth. What they're saying is what we already take isn't enough, and we don't appreciate it. What you've sent us, we want more. Join me in sending the appropriate message to the hardworking and retired taxpayers of this Commonwealth. A yes vote for House Bill 1437 says, we appreciate you and thank you for funding our Commonwealth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.